Hello everyone, welcome to the another very important session in which we will be discussing some more important questions and the very important concepts for our upcoming CSIR NET and the GATE Physics exam. So I hope that the discussion which we will be doing today in this session will surely be helping you all to take your preparation to the next level and even to know about this thing that what are the questions similar to which ones like you can expect the questions in your upcoming exam, what you need to prepare for the exam, and how you can solve or work on those questions. All that we will be considering in this session today. So I hope whatever we are going to discuss in today's session will surely be getting clear to you. But in case anywhere if you will be having any doubt, you can surely let me know about it and we will try to consider those points too. So you can let me know if in case anywhere you will be having any doubt or something will not be getting clear to you. You can surely mention it and we will try to consider those points then. And if everything will keep on getting clear, then that's gonna be great. We will keep on taking the another question or more questions that way. So let me just show you some important slides first of all, and after that we will be ready to continue the discussion. So first thing guys, I would like to tell you about the Unacademy subscription. So the slide you can see right now, it is regarding the iconic subscription and what are the benefits you will be getting if you will take the iconic subscription. All that has been shown here on the screen. Other than that guys, even by using and by applying the code that is mentioned here on the screen as Anjali A Live, so by using and by applying this code, you will be able to get the discount in the total subscription amount. Even now, the important notes are available on the learning app, which will be helping you to take your preparation to the next level. This is regarding the plus subscription and what are the benefits you will get if you will take the plus subscription. All that has been shown here. This is regarding the light subscription we had, and this is regarding the Unacademy Plus, Iconic, and the light subscription. What are the difference between the Plus, Iconic, and the light subscription are there? You can clearly have a look at all these parts. Along with that, the referral code is even there on the screen. So if anybody will be going ahead to take the subscription, they can use and apply the code to get the discount in the total subscription amount. So we are now ready to take some important questions in this session today. And one by one, like we'll keep on taking other and more questions. Okay, this is about Unacademy Learning app. This is about the like session itself. This is something about me, and here is the information about the community feature we are having on Unacademy, which will be helping you to get the latest updates. So we are now ready to take the questions. And as discussed, if in case anybody will be having any doubt, you can surely mention it and I will try to consider that part as well. So let me just start taking the first question right now, and you can just let me know in the comments wherever you will find difficulty on working on the concepts or solving the questions. Okay, anyway. So let's start the first question, and we will include the questions from different concepts and different like type of questions will be there, because we will try to include as many different things as we can. Okay, so let's take the first one. And it's not just about question, but we are also going to focus on various concepts. So here is the first one. If you know about it, as you will see the question, and after that whatever is the right answer according to you, just mention it there in the comment section. Sometimes it happen like we miss the negative sign, we miss the expression what is the correct one. So for that reason it will be good for you to work on such type of questions here. it's a negative sign here. Let me just change it. It's e square 1 over e and 1 over e square. Try it now. Let me know as you will get it done. And what is the right answer according to you? Just mention it in the comments, whatever is the correct one according to you. Waiting for your reply, guys. And if you don't know about that, I'll be helping you in that case. So let x1t and x2t be two linearly independent solutions of the differential equation d2x over dt square plus 2dx over dt plus ftx is equal to 0. And let wt is equal to x1t dx2t, that is a function of t divided by dt, minus dx2t dx1 over dt. If w0 is equal to 1, then w1 is given by what? That's what we have to consider, okay? Now, let's talk about this part, guys. So first of all, do you know about the Wronskian? For the second order homogeneous differential equation, we are having the Wronskian. So let's say there is a second order differential equation and its solutions. These are the two solutions y1 and y2. Then your Wronskian will be y1, y2, the first order derivative of y1 and first order derivative of y2. Then Wronskian is just simply solve this determinant y1, y2 dash minus y2, y1 dash, right? If this is equal to 0, it tells you the solutions are linearly dependent. And if it is non-zero, then these are independent, okay? This is what you need to know. On the other hand, there is a formula based on Wronskian. For example, it is dt over dx form or dy over dx form. Then your Wronskian will be function of x, okay? So in that case, the Wronskian as a larger value of x, okay? So that is xn is equal to Wronskian at the smaller value of x e to the power. Now here this sign matters a lot. So if you have studied the second order homogeneous differential equation, there we talk about the integrating factor, okay, while solving it. So in the linear differential equation part, that's something you study before this topic, okay? So there you are gonna have a positive sign in the exponential. But in this case, you are studying it later on, so you are gonna have a negative sign. This is gonna be a way of memorizing it. But here I was taking everything as a function of x. But in this question, since dt is in the denominator, everything is a function of t. So what we have to do, if we are going to write the expression for this one, we have to write it this way here. This is for dy over dx form, if that kind of differential you will have, okay? And right now you are having dx over dt form. So x is a function of time. So our expression will change to this form. And here, even for the integration, you have to take the limits t naught to tn. What is p? P is going to be the second term, okay, which is the coefficient of dx over dt. Even with sign, you have to take it. But here the sign is positive, so I don't need to worry about that. Just take positive 2 then. So negative t naught is 0 and 0 to 1, because you can see the lowest value and the other one where you have to find it. So 0 and 1. So 0 to 1, right? And px is what? 2. And dx. Oh, no, it's dt, right? Because this time it's not dy over dx form, it is dx over dt form. So we are going to have t everywhere. So w at 1 you want to find, w at 0 is given to you, and e to the power negative this, it will be giving you e to the power negative 2 simply, right? And what is w0? That's 1. The Wronskian at 3 is equal to 0, it's 1. And w1 will be e to the power negative 2. That's it. This is your answer. And this is 1 over e square. Hence option D is the correct one. Tell me if in case there is anybody having any doubt even now. You can just mention that part, we can talk about it then. But if everything is clear, then that's great. We are ready to take the next question, and you are gonna see different type of questions here. So here is the next one. And there is a most common mistake in this next question mostly students make. So I just want to make sure that everybody is doing it correctly and nobody is going to make that mistake. So as you will get its answer, mention it in the comments, just write it, whatever option is the correct one according to you. Complex variable, which is going to be z is equal to x plus iota y. The imaginary part of fz is. Options are y plus xy, or just xy, or y, or it's going to be y square minus x square. Try it now and let me know as you will get it done, or what is the right answer for this one according to you. Just mention it in the comments, whatever is the right option. And if nobody is gonna just mention it, I will be letting you know, guys, what are the steps you have to take, how you will solve it, and you will be reaching to the final answer. Very good, Narayani. Very good morning, Narayani. That's great. Let me know if somebody wants some hint and if you're gonna have difficulty in considering it. You can just mention it in the comments. Okay, even let me just start the discussion about it, guys. So basically it's gonna be, let u x y, u is generally gonna be the real part, and here even they have further mentioned, let u x y, which is x plus half x square minus y square, be the real part of analytic function fz of the complex variable z is equal to x plus iota y. The imaginary part of fz is what? That's what we have to find, right? So you know that fz, the function of z, we generally take as uxy plus iota vxy. And now in this case, what will happen? The u is the real part, v is the imaginary part. And in this case, u is already given to you and v you need to find, right? So what will happen? There are Cauchy-Riemann equations we consider. Delta u over delta x is equal to delta v over delta y, and delta u over delta y is equal to delta negative delta v over delta x. Now if you're the one who finds it difficult to memorize the equations, for you I'm gonna have a trick and the solution to keep it in mind and to never ever make any mistake. So you know, as per the alphabetical order, you can write it as u v x y, but as you are changing that sequence, u v y x, you are taking a negative sign here, and this is how you are just going to consider it. Okay, so once you got this part, what next we have to do? The next thing is we are just going to differentiate u with respect to y. That will be giving you negative 2y here. That is negative negative. Okay, let's work on the first equation first of all. Delta u over delta x will give you 1 plus, okay, that's going to be x equal to delta v over delta y. But when you will cross multiply and then integrate, so you will get y and xy plus a constant. Now since it was delta v over delta y remaining there, so the constant can be taken as function of x, not of y, because x will work as a constant there. So you got this, right? For this one, what will happen now? Delta u over delta y, it's important to work on both the equations. So it will be giving you negative of 2y divided by 2. 2 cancelled out, negative of y. Negative negative gets simplified. You will get just xy plus function of y here, that is equal to v. Why? Because this time x will be present but y will behave as a constant. So this is how you're just going to get it. Now what next? The next thing is going to be, you will just try to compare the two relations you got. So this is also v value and this is also v value. What will happen in this case? You can see xy is present here and even xy is present here. So what you will have at function of y place at this, in this equation, it can just be y, right? So xy plus y, that will be v. But do you have something separately present for function of x in the other equation? No, so that is 0. So your right answer is y plus xy, and that's your final answer, which is option A. Narayani got it right. So we are ready to take the next question now. But still, if there is anybody having any doubt or difficulty here, you can just mention it and let me know, and we can go ahead with that. Okay, next one again from a different topic. So which is given a 2 by 2 unitary matrix U satisfying U dagger U is equal to U dagger is equal to 1 with determinant of U is equal to e to the power iota phi, one can construct a unitary matrix V unitary matrix V, and we are gonna have V dagger. Just let me just check it out. One can construct a unitary matrix V where we will consider V dagger is equal to V dagger V is equal to 1 with determinant of V is equal to 1 from it by multiplying U by e to the power negative iota phi over 2. And the option B is multiplying any single element of U by e to the power negative iota phi. Multiplying any row or column of U by e to the power negative iota phi by 2. multiplying u by e to the power negative iota 5. Now try this one and let me know whichever is the right answer according to you. Just mention it, whatever you think is the correct answer. I'm checking out your comments. So just mention it, whatever you think is the correct answer for you. Very good, Srinarayani. That's great. Also, guys, work on the steps you have to follow. Even let's say somebody is there, like who knows that this will be correct, but still try to recall and revise that part, like how you will reach to that answer. Because in your exam, it can happen that the main question statement, the form, the anything, the conditions can get changed. So then you need to have a better command on the steps, how you will just check it out, or even if it's different, how you will work on it, right? So these are the type of questions you can have, or similar questions to these ones, okay? But the not exactly same, so be ready for that too if they are quite different and not exactly same. Very good, Arpita, that's great. Let me just tell everyone, like those who are even not getting the answer, that how they will be doing it. So given a 2 by 2 unitary matrix U satisfying U dagger U is equal to U dagger is equal to 1, with determinant of U is equal to e to the power iota phi, one can construct a unitary matrix V such that V dagger is equal to V dagger V is equal to 1, with determinant of V is equal to 1 from it. So how we can consider it, or how we can construct it from the U matrix. Okay, so let's consider other steps for that. First of all, we have to assume a U matrix which should be of 2 by 2 order, and its determinant will be considered as e to the power iota phi. So let's say I'm taking U is equal to A, B, C, D, because we don't have exact elements, right? And its determinant will be AD minus BC is equal to e to the power iota phi. So in this case, what will happen? This is its determinant, right? What I have written right now. Now next, what we have to consider. So that's going to be, there is going to be a determinant, like there is another unitary matrix V, okay? And its determinant must be 1. And you have to construct it by what? Multiplying U with this or this or this, like other options have been given. So let's say you are going to follow the option A, which is saying that you are multiplying U by e to the power negative iota phi by 2. So when you are going to do that, what will happen in that case? E to the power negative iota phi by 2, you will have here and here, okay? Because you will multiply that with U. So it will give you e to the power negative iota phi. Is it negative power? Yeah. Okay, same way, AD minus e to the power negative iota phi, B and C will be there, right? Now let's take e to the power negative iota phi common. You will have just inside the bracket AD minus BC, which is going to give you e to the power iota phi there, and that's going to be e to the power 0, which is going to be 1. That's how you're just going to get it. Let me know that, is this satisfying that given condition? Determinant of V must be equal to 1. Yes. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Please tell me if in case there is anybody still having any doubt, or if somebody is there who is not going to get it. And if everybody is getting it and everything is clear, we are ready to take the next question. What is here and another type? right now. Let me know as you will get it done. And what is the right answer according to you? If in case you will still have any doubt, guys, you can just mention it. So whatever is the right answer, you can mention that. Given that summation n is equal to 0 to infinity, h n x t to the power n over factorial n is equal to this. So what is h for 0 value? So if you will compare the h n x with h for 0, you will get n is equal to 4 and you will get x is equal to 0, right? So you will have h for 0, t to the power n is going to be what? That's gonna be your 4 there, and over factorial n, which is going to be factorial 4, right? It is equal to e to the power negative t square. What is t? That's h and x we had. So there was nothing like the particular value of t we had. So we're just gonna keep it same. Very good, Arpita. That's great. And the x is 0. So this power second term will become 0, which is 2tx. So I'm not gonna change that. Now I'm gonna write the series expansion of exponential, which will be simply giving you this. And now, what about the coefficient of t to the power 4 on both sides? So it is 1 over factorial 4, which is 4 times 3 you will have there, and factorial 2 will get cancelled out. So you are going to have h for 0 is equal to, we are just simply going to compare the coefficients of t to the power 4 on both sides. So you will be getting 12, right? Because factorial 4 and factorial 2 in the denominator, after cross multiplying, it's giving you 12. That's it. This is how you're just going to get the final answer. Tell me if in case there is anybody having any doubt, we can talk about it. But if everything is clear, then that's great. Okay, Arpita, is it getting clear? Guys, are you getting option C still? Just take it once again and tell me, are you still getting option C to be correct or option A? Very good, Shri. But guys, let me know after observing what I have discussed here. A, right? So, Arpita, did you even get it? Whatever mistake you guys were making, just be careful about that and let me know if still you have doubt or something you want me to change, something you want me to consider. Okay, great. That's great. So, you can see now when we are working on these questions, even if let's say others got it right, somebody got it wrong, whatever was the case, it's not like you don't know it and that's why you're making mistake. It is like you're missing some part, right? You even know that already. So that's why it is important for us to practice such type of questions, even if it's easy, even if there is not so much difficult part involved in it. But by working on it, you are getting to know what are your points where you can make mistake or where there is a chance of making mistake, right? And you can be extra careful about that thing later on whenever you will work on something similar to this. So that's why the practice is important, right? Even if it's difficult or easy, whatever you are practicing, whatever you are working on doesn't matter. So everything is important, like whatever we are going to discuss, and practicing that will be surely helpful for every one of you at some or the other point. Which of the following functions cannot be the real part of a complex analytic function of z is equal to x plus iota y? Options are x square y, x square minus y square, Next we are gonna have x cube minus 3xy square. 3x square y minus y cube. Try it now and let me know whichever is the right answer according to you guys. Try it now and let me know as you will get it done. What is the right answer? Very good, Shri. Very good, Arpita. That's great. So, guys, let me just even tell you what you have to observe and what you can use to work on any such type of questions. They have asked you which of the following functions cannot be the real part of a complex analytic function of Z. So, cannot be, right? So, to understand that this thing or to get the right answer for this part, we mainly need to understand what are the conditions for any function to be the real part or the imaginary part of any analytic function. That is harmonic functions condition should get satisfied, and that is the function must satisfy the Laplace equation. Now what is that? For example, this is the real part. So delta to u over delta x square plus delta to u over delta y square must be equal to 0. If it is non-zero, it's not gonna be the harmonic function, the u, okay? And then if it is not a harmonic function, then it is not gonna be the real part. Very good, Arpita, that's great. So if you will check for this one, guys, you will see that it's not gonna give you 0 because it will give you some non-zero term, and that's the reason where it goes, it's here. Okay, that's the reason it is not gonna be the possible real part of the analytic function. Now you may ask, what about the B, C and D options? So if you will check for them, you will find like, oh, they are satisfying the condition, and that means they can be the possible real and imaginary parts. But they just ask for real part. You need to know the harmonic function condition and you can reach to the final answer this way. Let's take the next question now. If in case somebody will have any question or query, okay, you can just ask it, you can mention it in the comments. Next one is here. Consider n by n where n is greater than 1, matrix A in which Aij is the product of the indices I and j, namely Aij is equal to Ij. The matrix A has one degenerate eigenvalue with degeneracy n minus 1. The second one is has two degenerate eigenvalues with degeneracy n. Oh, sorry. In this case, degeneracies, because we are talking about two of them. And this further statement will have even two values. Let me just mention both of them. Degeneracies 2 and n minus 2. Option C is has one degenerate, eigenvalue with degeneracy n. Option D is does not have any degenerate eigenvalue. You can just mention it whatever is the right answer according to you, whether it's option A, B, C, or D. Just write it there, like in the comments. We can consider it whether it is right or not. Yes, Arpita, it's here. Very good, Shri. Very good, Arpita. That's great. So guys, for them, like those who were not getting it yet, for them I'm just quickly gonna do the discussion. So firstly, you have to read the condition given in the main statement very well. They are saying consider an n by n matrix A in which Aij is the product of the indices I and j, right? In this case, the matrix A will be what kind of eigenvalues. That's what you have to decide. So they have mentioned that its elements what you will have will be the product of the indices I and j. So if you will see, let's say I'm going to take a 3 by 3 order matrix at place of n by n. This is first row, first column. So 1 times 1 is 1. First row, second column. First row, third column. Second row, first column. Second row, second column. Second row, third column. 6. Second row, so 2. Third column means 3. Okay, 2 times 3 is 6. Third row, first column. Third row, second column. Third row, third column. 9. If you will see the matrix you have formed this way, its rows and columns are the scalar multiple of a particular row and a particular column. Both the conditions are getting satisfied. Hence, in this case, you will have the eigenvalues as trace, 0, 0. The trace is what? The sum of principal diagonal elements, and the other ones 0, 0. This is how you will be able to consider it. Okay, so one degenerate eigenvalue you got, that is 0. And how many times you got it? 3 minus 1 times means 2 times, right? Which is n minus 1. So what is the degeneracy of this? That's n minus 1. And the other one is a non-degenerate one. So it has one degenerate eigenvalue with degeneracy n minus 1. Please let me know if in case there is anybody having any doubt, we can consider it then. But if everything is clear, that's great. That's great, Arpita. That's great, Shri. Okay, guys, let's take the next question now. If in case you will find something is still not clear, you can just mention it. Otherwise, the next question is reading for you from the next topic. its maximum value when t is try it now and let me know what is the right option according to you. As discussed, solve it completely. Shri, see, you are now just having approximately how much time remaining? What you are considering at the moment? Are you considering these are 2 days? Are you considering just one day? Are you considering what you are exactly considering that this much time you can devote for the preparation, or not just preparation but whatever you need to do in the last minute? Tell me what you are gonna consider that way. Accordingly, I'm just gonna share what you can do and what should be followed by most of you. If you find it helpful, like, yeah, it can work in a better way. 2 days. Okay, let's talk about the 2 days then. So actually, I would say, like, just to make everything clear to ourselves, not to somebody else, and not for the result, not for anything. So, right now, your mindset, or you should just think about it, this is your exam, and you're targeting for working better in that exam, right? Means it's not like what will be score, what will be marks. It will be good if we will do good, right? So that will become good automatically, but that's our target, that we have to do most of the questions, or we have to give our best, whatever it is. For someone it can be like best can have a different definition. Giving our best can be that whatever is possible from our side to take it to the maximum level. Means the maximum level for someone can be this, for someone can be this, for someone can be this. Okay, it can have a different definition, and as per our situation we can have a different definition for it, obviously, right? In that case, I would suggest you, for utilizing those 2 days in a better way, make a flow chart. What kind of? I'm going to show you. It's your exam, okay? So, firstly, everybody can mention the subjects they have prepared. I'm considering some 8, 9 subjects, 9 subjects you have included. And even if you want to write aptitude, you will have 10 then. So, just make this kind of chart. Write the subject name here, subject name here, subject name here. Consider it at some spacious place. Okay, means it can be the joint pages of your notebook, the 2 pages you will have. So from the center, like, take all both the pages there, and then at the center of them make this. Okay, so what do you have to do next? The next thing is, you're gonna consider, write the exam here, write your subject name here. For example, mathematical physics, either you can write properly the complete one, or just write MP. And then here classical mechanics, then write here your quantum mechanics, then write here your atomic and molecular, write here nuclear and elementary, write here electronics. Okay, write here EMT, here condensed matter physics, here thermodynamic and statistical physics. How many we have noted down? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. All done, right? Now what next? If you have enough space even remaining now, I would ask you to do it in 2 ways. Whatever you think will be working better for you, you can make the further arrows and write the topmost 5 topic, 8 topic names, 10 topic names, whatever you want to add, the topmost one. Okay, whatever you think like you want to consider, and which are the most important or main topics we are going to have there in that particular subject, and which are must to prepare once, right? Do that. Other than that, if there is a formula in mathematical physics you find it difficult, write the formula here. Okay, not all of the things you can mention at this place, but the difficult ones only, because you will have limited space. After forming this kind of flowchart, don't spend too much time, just do it quickly in your own way. It's just an idea I'm providing you how you will be doing that, how you want to do it, it will be completely up to you, right? It's not like you have to follow exactly the same things, but whatever you think will work better for you, follow that. Okay, so in this way, what will happen? You will be able to revise the major portion in limited time. You may have seen how much time it has taken for me to form this. Few seconds, right? Even I'm explaining it, talking to you. And when you will be doing it just for yourself, you are sitting there and you're gonna do it, it will take less time. But the complete picture will be in front of you, that what you have done, where you are finding it difficult to keep those formula in mind, whatever is difficult, note it down in this chart. Okay, in the further pages, a lot 4 pages or 5 pages for one subject completely. For example, this is your next page, and this is not the one page of notebook. These are like we have used in the previous page, this kind of 2 pages. Center one, write exam, and then do those 9 partitions or 10 partitions. That's what you will have to do in the previous page, as I have done, right? So once that has been done, next you will do on this slide, that is your next step. So I'm gonna ask you to devote next 5 pages for your one particular subject. For example, I'm starting mathematical physics here. So this is going to be 1 page, 2 page, oh, 3, 4, 5. So let's say next 5 or 6 pages I'm completely gonna keep for mathematical physics. And in one day, target to revise all the subjects. Like today and tomorrow, 2 days you are gonna have. So all this you will do today for all subjects. Now what next you have to do in these pages? Let's say you are doing revision. There will be few things you are 100% sure about them. While it can be your question, it can be your concepts, it can be any such thing, you are 100% sure. Don't write it. Okay, you are 100% sure. You know, like you are not going to make any mistake in that part. But there will be few sections you know that you are having difficulty somewhere. It can be the question's answer, it can be the steps you have to follow, or anything. I would suggest you to write the related things in these pages here, okay, just as a point, just as a main like fact or anything, but have something with you. Whether you don't have to fill all the 5 pages, but we have taken the enough space, how much we want to mention, everything will be there. In one day for all the subjects you're gonna do this. Okay, you have prepared your notes and everything, that is helping you to do revision, that is helping you to check out your weak and the strong points. Whatever you found as the weak points, you noted them down. Next day you just have to revise these things, and frequently. You don't have to go over everything you have done, but just normally do the revision, right? So that will help you to make your weak points as your strong points, because you're going to focus on them more and more, and that's going to be surely helpful. So let me know if in case there is anybody having any doubt. Now we can talk about it, but if everything is clear, then that's great, great, great. So let me know, okay, if it's gonna seem to be helpful to you, then you can follow the similar steps. As I've told you, not exactly same. If you want to modify something, if you want to make some changes, you can surely do that, because you know what will work better for you. Nobody else can let you know, right? The others, whatever we are suggesting, like I'm suggesting you right now, or somebody does, your friend does, then listen to them, but take out what you think will be the best one for you, right? Not exactly same, you want to modify, do that. Exactly same, if it will work, take it that way. And guys, the last minute, one more important tip and trick I want to share, that's related to time management. Because see, after the exam, you may hear it from many people that time was not enough in the exam. So I don't want that to be the situation with you, right? So I want to share something here, and in the upcoming sessions, every session will try to include some helpful points, the tips and tricks some way. Okay, so the next is about the time management. What about the time management I would like to suggest you here? So you know your question paper will have part A, part B, and part C. Let's say 20 questions are there in this one, but you have to do 15. In this one, you have the 25 and you have to do 20. And like let's say in this one you have 30, but you just have to do 20, right? Okay, is it so, or is it different? Let me just count. 2 times 30, 3 in 3.5, that's 70, and 500. Okay, it's correct, right? So in this case, guys, what's gonna happen? In this case, I would like you to have a plan in your mind now. What is your plan? Your plans should be, because you know every question is gonna be of 2 marks in part A, part B, and part C. One thing I will leave on you, if you feel you want to start your question paper with part C, it's your decision. If you want to start it with part B, it's your decision. If you want to start it with part A, it's your decision. You can't say that something works for somebody else, like any of your friend is planning to start from part C, so it may work for them, okay, but not for everyone. Somebody can be there who will start working on it from part B, so they may be finding like, oh, it's gonna be good for me, I can think in a better way, I can stay motivated, I can work on more questions. It's their plan. We don't have to follow exactly same thing. You will find the students those who are gonna even start from part A, because that's the most common question. So if you're the one who doesn't have a better plan till now, that from which section you want to start working on the questions, okay, or you want to start your question paper, so it's gonna be your decision. Stay prepared for that, like what you want to do in the exam, so that accordingly you can go ahead that way. It's okay if you are starting from A or B or C section, okay, there is no such issue, and all will give you the good result, but it just gonna be your belief, and just have a look at that what you want to do, right? So it will be all right. Any section you can start with, and that can give you the good results too. Second thing is the time management. So how you can do that? We will be planning it this way. See, there will be some questions we will just read them and we'll find like, oh, I don't know anything about it. Means you want to go to the next question at that moment. But in your online exams, since there is an option to mark the question for review, so that later on directly you can come back to that question if you find like there is something you know about it, but you can't exactly get the answer at the moment. So mark it for review, come back to that question after completing rest of the part, and that's how you can go over the sections, right? So let's say you started from part A itself. I'm gonna take the sequence wise, and there is no issue if somebody wants to go step by step from part A to part B and part C. So once you're gonna read the question number one, you found like, oh, it's easy, I can do it, or you found it that no, I don't know what to do in this one, so I don't want to spend much more time at the moment, so leave it, mark it for review, okay, and go ahead. So second one you read and you found like, oh, I can do it, right? So what you will do, just solve it, but you have to keep one thing in mind. On the screen, I think there will be reverse time going on, like 3 hours, then it will show you the minutes, and then it will decrease as per seconds, and the minutes will decrease, right? The remaining time it will show you. So you will decide like in part A, in a single question, means each and every question you are just going to devote approximately 30 seconds to 45 seconds. That's gonna be your target. It can be 1 minute too. You will decide it. But you have to decide it right now. So you will say, okay, if I'm working on something, I can even give it 1 minute. So it's your decision. That means you will try to work in that much time. So this exam is gonna check out every skill. Under pressure, how we are gonna do work, how we will be working on the things, how we are gonna do the things, and are we managing everything better way, or are we able to do that? Okay, so you don't have to worry about the things, but you have to stay relaxed, and you just have to take the steps to work on those things. It will surely be helping you. So this way, devote that much time. If somebody has thought about like, okay, I'll just give it maximum 45 seconds, try to work on it in 45 seconds, and when it will be in your mind that you will try to do that, you will surely be able to do it. Or if you're planning to devote 1 minute for a single question on which you are working and you are trying to get the answer, so it's not the final touch to that question's answer. What I want to say, the ones you already know, you will complete them and you will get the answer, mark that. You can be flexible at times too, but not every time and not for all questions. Otherwise, your time management will not work. Same way, what you have to do once you read any question and you find like, I don't know anything about it, leave it, go next. You can again recheck it if you want, and then you can think about the steps you can take later on. We will come back to that part. So, every question you will do this way in approximately, because there are just 20 questions. Even if you devoted 1 minute for every question, okay, and you will be able to do it approximately in 20 minutes or 25 minutes on an average, because there will be some questions you're reading and you're leaving them, right? So now you have to manage everything in such a way that it should not exceed 25 minutes. Now still you are gonna have the 2 hours 35 minutes remaining. In part B, you have to go through 25 questions, and your target is again gonna be that you will maximum devote 1.5 minutes for each question's answer, and there will be some questions you will not even work on them. So we will still be including that time. So when you're gonna do that, what will happen? So 25 times 1.5. Okay, because that's what you are going to do if you are taking the same plan. If you are making some changes, you can even do that. It's 37.5. So that means you can be flexible, you are having enough time. This is just what I'm going to tell you is a demo thing, right? That it can work, this is how you can make your plan, this is what can be done. But if you think like, I want to be flexible, I want to give myself in some questions 2 minutes too, so you can be, you can see how much time is remaining. Even if you think like you can you may devote more time for reading questions and you have to include 10 minutes extra in this part, you can do that, but you have a plan right now. So once it's done, same thing for this one. Let's say you are going to devote 2 minutes for each. Okay, so still you will do it in 60 minutes, means 1 hour completely you are devoting for this section, for going through and doing it overall. How much time you have taken till now? Here approximately 1 hour and how much time? 1 hour 5 minutes. Okay, and approximate 1 hour here. Still you will have 55 minutes remaining. Done if you are gonna work this way. If somebody will be more flexible, will take more time in some section, they will be able to save approximately 30 minutes. What they will do in those 30 minutes, they will come back to the section like part A, part B, or part C one by one, and they will go through the questions they didn't work on, they didn't spend much time earlier, and they think they can do it. There is something you want to do with the new questions and you didn't try. There was some question you had complicated calculations and you want to try them now, so you can go over them in the remaining time. Okay, so that's how everything will work, and that's how you will be able to manage to work on most of the things. Did you get it? So this is gonna be your time management plan. And now modifications can be done by you. Whatever you think will work better for you, you can do that. And if there is any question anybody wants to ask, let me know. But this is strategy, time management strategy is much more effective, and at least you will not be saying that time was not enough. But this is what you have to plan right now, because you just have approximately 2 days. So this is the best time to consider it and to have your plan of action in your mind, like this is what you're gonna do, right? Okay guys, let's talk about this question right now. It's going to be homogeneous second order differential equation. We will firstly write the auxiliary equation for this. It's going to be this way. After taking x common and after writing d by dt as m, we got this. We have to get the values of m from here. This will be -1 and -1 as the roots of this equation. Once you're getting it, these are real and equal roots. In that case, what will happen? Excuse me. Your solution will be c1 plus c2t. So that is x is equal to e to the power -t, right? Now once you got it, what you have to do, you have to apply this condition, and then you have to get x dot, means first order derivative of x, and then apply this condition. Whatever you will get will help you to get the c1 and c2 values, and then plug in the values in this equation back, and this is giving you the final expression for x. But you want to find the maximum value of t. The solution of xt attains its maximum value when t is what? So in that case, d2x by dt square you also have to get, and you will have to see at whatever value its value is going to be less than 0, okay, or its value is going to be greater than 0. Greater than 0 is minimum and less than 0 is maximum. So at whatever t value its value is less than 0, it's gonna have the xt as the maximum value. So that will be your value as b, which is 1, and that is your right answer. Please tell me if there is any doubt anybody's gonna have in the steps or something you want to ask. You can tell me that, let me know. And if everything is clear, guys, what we will do, we are going to keep it this much today in this session. And this is the slide about the iconic subscription and all the details. Along with that, we are having the another one here for the plus subscription, here for the light. Here is the difference between the plus iconic and the light subscription. Just have a look at all the differences between them, and depending on whichever you find more beneficial for you, you can take that subscription. Take your preparation to the next level under the guidance of top educators, and don't miss the important sessions by the top educators. Even now, the important notes are available on the learning app. You can use and apply the code Anjali A Live, okay, to get the discount in the total subscription amount. Thank you everyone for joining the session and for